Ready? Okay. Hi, my name is Eric DesJardins. I am a senior at Southern Methodist University, and today I'm going to be teaching a lesson about domain and range to ninth grade introductory algebra students. Okay. Hi students, today we are going to continue our discussion about functions, and we are going to learn two very important vocabulary terms when dealing with functions. We are going to learn about domain and range. So we've looked a lot at algebraic functions through equations and tables, and we're going to take a little bit of a break from those algebraic functions. We are going to look at a real life function, something you can put an input into and get an output from. We are going to look at a vending machine because, as I've said before, a function is just a mathematical machine. So today we're going to look at an actual machine. So can somebody explain to me what a vending machine is? Yeah, exactly. It is a machine where you put some code in and then you get a snack out of the vending machine depending on what code you put in. So if you take a look at your worksheet, I have my very own vending machine. Unfortunately, I couldn't bring it in today, but a picture will have to do. It is my very own vending machine with 6 items that you can get on from the machine. So what are the various codes that I can put into the machine? What are the types of codes that I can put in? Exactly, I can put in, you can see it on your table, I can put in A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, or C2. So those are the codes that I can put into my machine. What about the snacks? What are all the various types of snacks that I can put into my machine? Yeah, we have the Lay's, we have the Sun Chips, we have the Snickers, we have Hershey's, we have Skittles, and we have Sour Patch Kids. So those are all the different types of snacks that I can get from my machine. So let's talk a little bit about codes, the codes that we can put into my machine. What happens when I put in, let's say, A1 to my machine? If I put in A1 to my machine, can I get any snack I want out of the machine? No, if I put an A1 to the machine, I only get Lay's chips, right? Now, what type of code can I put into the machine? Yeah, I have to put in the codes that are available, right? There's only so many buttons on the machine, so I can only put in a certain amount of codes, and then those codes determine what I get from the machine. So I have control over the codes that I put into the machine, and then the codes tell the machine what snacks I can get. So with your partner, what is a term that describes the group of codes that I have in my machine? So all those codes that I have, what's a term that describes that? And what is a term that describes the group of snacks I have in my machine? So turn with your partner, discuss, and then shout out what you come up with. So exactly, for the codes, we could describe them as inputs or controls or buttons. Exactly, those are all great ideas. What about a term to describe the snacks we get from the machine? Yeah, we could describe them as, rewards or prizes. We could describe them as the outputs of the machine or the results of the machine. Perfect, I love those terms. So now we are gonna think back using our knowledge about how a vending machine works to an algebra machine. So if you look on your paper, we have y equals 3x plus 6. That's our algebra machine, and then we have our table of values of our x values and y values. So think about the codes from the vending machine. What set of numbers are the codes for the algebra machine? Exactly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 0. Those are the codes, those are what we put in the machine. What do we get out of the machine? Think about the snacks. What set of numbers are the snacks for the algebra machine? Yeah, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and 21. And those are represented by the y variable. So, again, thinking about, we know how codes and snacks work in the algebra machine. It's the same way. We have the x values, which we control which x values we choose. We put them into the algebra machine, and then depending on what x value you put in, out pops a y value. So now I am going to tell you the mathematical term. So for the codes or the x values, we call them inputs, controls, or buttons. those values are known as the domain. For the y values, we call those, in the vending machine example, prizes, outputs, or results. Those in the algebra example are the range. So all the values you can put into the machine are called the domain, and all the values that we get out of the machine are called the range.